Alright, now I just passed through Tarrant, just so I could show you the factory a few miles up ahead and the power lines that they were repaired. Basically I just made a big circle driving. This is the other side of my apartment, and the first parts that I showed you were on that side, so now we're on the other side and we're circling back around to it. So basically a few miles up here there's a factory that got destroyed, and as you can see, this whole street is basically just nothing but factory and factory and factory all the way down. You know, blue collar workers, people who actually work for a living. Some of them can't drive, but a lot of old bulldozer equipment places, hydraulic places and stuff like that. This is Highway 79, going north from Birmingham. It'll take you all the way up into, just shoot. I've gone as far as Arab. Nice park over there. So yeah, these power lines are sagging still. A lot of them were touching the ground, and I think that some of them still are up ahead. These big power poles here, it took one of those, which that's got to be 100 feet in the air, so it took one of those and tossed it into the trees down here, and like a bowling ball to bowling pins, just knocked them down, man. Used it as a big old fat joust. But that's up ahead. You know me, how I've been filming all day. I've just started the videos early and left them late. And I know most people aren't even going to watch these anyway. They don't have no attention span to begin with, so it doesn't matter. If I had good equipment, I would have done a really good job. I would have got creative. I would have went down there and with a big nice DSLR camera or something and some tripods and maybe a pocket crane, if I had that. Maybe one day I will, but I would have gone down there and wide angle lenses and close-ups and all sorts of stuff, and I would have got some good scenery and then edited it with some good Adobe software or something, and put some good music or something, I don't know, and it just would have been action filled, beautiful work. But alright, let's see, we're getting close now, but I don't have it like that right now, and one day I will, I'll tell you that right now. I have a desire, to do this. Okay, there is the factory. I don't know if you can start to see it yet, but it's right over there. I'm going to try to slow down and get a good one. Good, nice shot of that. Looks like there's utility workers still messing with the poles, but check that out over there. See if I can get us a good glimpse. Boy, it looks like a bomb was dropped on that. Yeah. Check that out, man. And that all ended up over there. The across the street. Those power lines are still sagging. See, hope y'all can see this. See, this is the path that it hit first, and then it hit me, and because it went diagonal that way, and then it hit the schools and all that over there, and then it crossed over, and then, you know, hit Paradise Valley, and then it hit George Brook, and kept going to Deerfoot Parkway, and on and on and on, I guess up north, and who knows, it probably ended up in Georgia somewhere. That's usually the path that they take, where they end up. So anyway, there was a big gas leak over where I live. So Homeland Security was there for the first 4 days or so. They might have left out yesterday. They might still be there. Let's see where they ended up, or if they have just left out altogether. They had all of these roads blocked. Looks like they're all gone. So they got the gas leak fixed. There was like, it was spewing out. I mean, you could smell it everywhere, all throughout all of these neighborhoods. And so you had, you know, the big federal boys mixed in with the locals, you know, just blocking off everything day and night. They never left. It was 24 hours a day. And the thing about Alabama, real quick before I end this last video, the thing about Alabama is the trees. There's a lot of trees in Alabama. It's all basically woods and forests and, you know, all these kinds of things like that, nature. And you know, it's a very outdoorsy type of place. It's really country. I mean, redneck country. It's not as civilized as most places, even in the country. You know, you still have people with I mean, you know, anyway, I don't want to get into all that because, you know, a lot of people get offended by too much opinions, you know. But suffice it to say that it's a very woodsy place, and lots of parts it's still real rugged. And with that being said, all the trees are old, and they're big, and they're brittle when it comes to big rainstorms, even without tornadoes. I mean, just a nice rainstorm, we've been getting lots of trees falling over and falling onto cars, and they will totally crush a car down to nothing. I mean, just cut it right in half. And that's even if you live in Mountain Brook at certain places, and nice apartments and condos, and if, you know, you could be parked right there along the street with your $50,000 Mercedes, and here comes the rainstorm, and then it falls on your car and crushes it, you know, like a junkyard crusher. So that's happened a lot. It could even be in a house in your driveway. I've seen these things, and that's the norm here. I mean, it's just commonplace, you know. What can you do? You can't predict it. And I don't know if it's like that in other regions of the country. Maybe certain places, but alright, so I'm going to end this on a side note. Somewhere in North Dakota, they have struck oil, and the town is booming. People are lined up in tents, waiting for the big jobs to happen. I mean, even the fast food joints like Burger King and so forth have tripled their wages. Now it's $15 an hour to flip burgers. It's a big boom town, so people looking for jobs, if you don't mind relocating, check it out. Peace out. Bye.